Cool. There we go. We are live. Welcome to Dark Horse Tackle Live, everybody. As always, we have Zach and Mike.
What's up? I'm doing customer service right now.
Tonight, we're gonna bring back the bait talk. We're gonna bring back the.
Where did it go?
Where did what go?
The bait talk. That you're bringing it back. Where are you bringing it back from?
But from when it was just bait talk. Just, hey, have you seen this?
All baits, all the time.
Hey, have you seen the Swamp Pro Power Glide?
Have you seen it in the smaller 4.25-inch version?
Yes.
Excuse me.
Pull up this live stream.
Oh, upset with my microphone.
You're upset with it? But as always, we've got Ryan Parker here with us. Ryan and I just got off the water yesterday after what felt like a 24-hour day.
I was going to say, does it feel like you just got off the water right now?
You know, speaking of bait talk, like, dude, there's just times where the conditions are so bad. And yesterday was one of those. So we'll give you guys, for all of you, eager to see the July River and Creek box, we had gotten like less than 48 hours before filming 6 inches of rain on my end, and at least like 4 inches of rain pretty much everywhere else except for the center of the city. And Ryan and I were trying to find a spot to go and catch a bunch of fish and, showcase these baits and, hey, they're eating the Bass Dope Pillhead. Hey, we're getting them on this Brazalo swim jig. Look at the fish I caught on the crankbait that Stone Man so gracefully painted for us. And we're looking at the gauges throughout the entirety of the city. And it's like, okay, this place is flowing 9 times faster than usual. Let's not go here. And then it's like, okay, this place is up 4 feet. Let's not go here. And we decided to go to the Olentangy River, which is a place that I've caught numbers at. Ryan's caught numbers at. We've both fished different sections of the river. And I mean, it just like, I think that I have made a new discovery in the sense of shallow, muddy water when fish cannot go deep. If there is not a deep pool and the water is shallow and muddy, they scatter. They don't want to be there. They go somewhere else, because that's kind of how it was. Like, we saw a couple fish. We caught literally a couple fish. And it just felt like if the water had just a tinge more clarity to it, it would have turned on. It would have been better. And I'll pull Ryan in here. We'll talk about how we did it and what we did, because it is all relevant to the box that he curated with us. Are you ready for some Ryan Parker action?
I'm always ready for some Parker.
Oh, yeah. Who's up Parkering their Ryan?
Yeah. I mean, just saying, it's okay, Ryan. Don't worry. I will take you to a place where there's actually fish.
Hey, biggest of the day was the 24, all right?
Yeah, the 24-inch flathead.
Yeah.
Did you measure it?
No, I didn't. I think it was actually bigger than that, but
yeah, I think it was. I was going to say, you're ballsy for measuring that thing for one. Like, if you did.
I'm not putting slime all over my board. Not that.
Catfish, like when I catch catfish in a boat, like I'm down at the end with a pair of pliers, and I'm just like
shaking them off. I don't like I don't tolerate their death roll, so I just grab them and haul them in.
Wrestle them.
Yeah. and then throw them as far as I can. And yeah,
I haven't caught a catfish. Well, oh no, I did. I caught a catfish. I was gonna say I haven't caught a catfish since
the Great Miami.
No. Since the Shenandoah. But I forgot that I caught a catfish right at the end at last time we were floating the beef.
Oh, that's right. I caught a catfish when we were floating the beaver too, and I just that was one of those things where I just shook him off, and then I cut 18 inches of line off.
Look, I don't mind, but the only thing that bothers me about it is for that red hot second when you're like,
yes.
oh my
you're
God,
just
this
like,
thing is
oh my
pulling.
God, this is the one.
You get the thump.
Which was what that flathead was, because it was like that picture perfect little foam pocket, like dirty water spot, like little foam pocket eddy. And I was like, if there's one fish here, it's going to be a good one. Flip in there, and it just bonk. I was like, oh, finally, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Dude, between it's always that bite. Like every time I'm fishing with my girlfriend, and we're like creek or river fishing, like I was telling you, like I always get some kind of a sawguy bite. And every time I get that sawguy bite, I'm like, oh, there it is. Set the hook, and then it's just a wet towel coming back to you. The official sponsor.
It was rough yesterday. It was, beyond rough. At some point, it takes a lot to get me out of the game. I was, by the end of the day, that last hour, I was done. I wasn't fishing the last hour. Just get me back to the truck. I need to regroup. We're going to do this over on Wednesday.
I think it was a straight paddle. We 90%, the last hour and a half was 90% paddling.
Yeah.
And it wasn't fishing.
That's how 90% of my float trips end. Because I spent way too long.
Way too much time up the river.
And I'm like, I'm going to miss my ride.
We were
What's
talking
What's up, Javier? Nice to see you, bud.
We were talking about the, Javi, just send it here. I'll send it.
I already did. I DM'd him. I DM'd you on Instagram, I believe. But listen, man, just listen. If anybody ever needs any help with anything Dark Horse Tackle related, email me, Zach at darkhorsetackle.com. That's ZECH at darkhorsetackle.com.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at getting things taken care of.
But
you can also text me too, by the way. I'm not giving out.
What did we learn, Ryan?
What did we learn? We learned about every single possible way to rig everything in that box.
Yep.
I think I rigged the Impulse 7 different ways. We rigged the Bug at least 5 or 6 different ways. We were trying everything.
I saw the video and somebody said Tokyo rig. I was like, whoa, boys were getting wild.
We had Tokyo rigs and free rigs, and we learned things. Yeah,
a free rig in a river is a desperate situation.
That is a very desperate situation.
And I started with the free rig solely because I had the Impulse tied on there. But it got to a point with the water clarity that I couldn't even see the dark purple on this Impulse. And I'm like, well, I can't see this dark Impulse. I can't see this color in this much of water. My orange paddle disappeared after about 6 inches. And it's just one of those things, unless you hit them on the head or find where I caught my fish, there was a pocket with clear water dumping into it.
It was a culvert with it was a little 6-foot area of cleaner water, which is a typical spot, but man, there were 2 fish sitting there. You caught both of them and that was it. Done deal.
Zach, he might be on the phone.
Yeah. But what we did learn.
Okay.
All right. He wasn't on the phone.
He was talking.
Right. Anyways, I just wanted to say on Instagram, what's up to the Weird Bay Club, Brody and Binya Outdoors. How y'all doing? Thanks for joining tonight.
We learned.
Binya likes it when it's 6 inches and disappears. I don't know what he's referring to, but I do
The
not like
water
it when I'm fishing.
I think the water clarity.
I think it's a water clarity joke.
Yeah.
I think
Definitely.
just it's fishing. You wouldn't get it.
That's all. I'm fine
wouldn't
with
get it.
dirty water, but these fish are definitely used to a lot cleaner water up there.
I think it
and
was the depth. I think just the fact that we were fishing like this much water all day. Like dude, there's so many
So
new
I'm
stretches.
curious. I'm curious. I'm curious. So I know for a fact from watching umpteen million tournaments down there and listening to umpteen million anglers talk about it and listening to fish biologists talk about it, freshwater fish biologists talk about it, that especially in Florida, if the water gets filled with sediment, the bass just ain't having it. They're gone. They don't like it. So I'm wondering, they can't. I know they're Florida strain, and they're not Florida strain up here. Although there's a big thing going on about that right now. I'm just starting to learn about it. But anyways, but they're still bass, and so I got to assume that you got muddy water with a lot of sediment in it, and maybe that just.
I think
maybe they just aren't having it.
I mean, dude, it's a river. Like any
this
river
is
fish,
this
Go ahead.
particular section of the river too. It has a lot. It's not a gravel bottom. It is
it's
large sheets of rock.
It's like glacial.
That have broken loose, and they create these like stair step things. And if you're not familiar with it and can't find those stairs, I think they just hunker down. And it was like a mid-river, like I think the concentrations of fish were like mid-river on these areas that were just imperceptible to the eye. And no matter how much you drag stuff around, like you either had to hit them in the head with it, or you had to know exactly like, okay, I put my boat here, I cast here, and when it drops off, like that's where they're at.
Do you think they went south? Do you think if we had just kept going south and found some cleaner water, there'd have just been a pile of them?
Well, you usually don't go downriver to find cleaner water. You usually go upriver.
Right.
Which the thing is, like south on that river is 5 minutes down the road from my house.
Yep.
Yes, I think we could have caught them because it's always dirty down there.
Yes.
It's
well, that's
always
the thing.
dirty.
It's always
like, they're
dirty
just
there,
used
too.
to it. It's a bigger, slower section. It's a completely different substrate. Those fish relate a lot more to wood down here.
I think they did go into the bass tubes, though.
I honestly think that we possibly could have caught some better down here, even though it would have been the same clarity. It's just that they relate differently to different things.
Yeah, Binya had an interesting comment here. He said it happens up here a lot in some clear lakes. Up here, the fish in super clear lakes don't know how to hunt with their lateral lines as much, and they are harder to get to bite. I'm assuming whenever the water gets real mucked up.
Yeah, because he's up there. He's up.
And
north.
Saint Nick, big hello, big shout out to Saint Nick with the bass tubes comment. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, he gets it. I mean,
keep the dream alive.
If they have 3 days of dirty water, I bet we could they get used to it, right? But that, it's a shock to their system when they've had, weeks of the clear water that they're used to or the clarity that they're used to. It's going to rattle them up a little bit.
And again,
you can't catch them.
Here is the double-edged sword of bass fishing. Is bass fishing or fishing in general is 50% delusion and 50% everything else. The next day you're going, I'm going to whack them. We're going here. There's smallmouth. This is what I'm catching them on. You have a plan. You have an idea. You're thinking about how realistic that jiglet's in the water. But we fail to remember that bass don't need to eat the way that humans do. They can go a couple days without eating, and if they get a shock to their system, they will shut down and stop.
Yeah.
Unless something goes right here and they go, all right. That's right. Like, they're not hunting. Those fish were not hunting. They seemed more scared than anything.
Yes.
Dude, paddling.
I saw a few like that the last time I was up on the Allegheny.
We spooked more with our boats.
Yes.
They were just sitting there like literally like comically trying to hide behind like a one like little strand of grass,
Yes.
and they're like this, just sitting there doing their thing. And dude, I could put whatever I wanted in front of them, however I could put it in front of them. They did not care until eventually they got annoyed and went to another piece of grass to sit there
Yes.
and try to comically hide behind it.
Yeah. Sometimes
I could see them plain as day. They just weren't. That was it. They weren't having it.
that's because the barometric pressure was 1013 instead of 1014. There's an easy explanation.
I
for that. But no,
think they saw. I think they saw you, dude.
I think they did too.
I think they saw you.
I think they
yeah,
did too.
just like Binya just said, and we preach this all the time. Like, dude, and we sell baits. Like, we want you to buy every single thing on our website, but bass don't have a book.
Yeah.
No, but that's a period. We want you to buy everything on the website. Period. Now you may make your
But bass
opinionated
don't have a
comment.
book. It's not an opinionated comment. It's a like unless you can enlighten me on the language of bass there.
If Bass did have a book, it would be called Knowing Bass: The Scientific Method of Fishing, because realistically, they just kind of present the variables to you and some scientifically proven facts, and you know a lot more when you're done reading it, but you're also left with a lot more questions and understanding that it is a giant mixing bowl of variables.
Oh, Michael, great question. Thank you so much. At the end of the trip, I had 2 tile sponges full of water. That is it.
So the gum is still in. Is the gum still holding?
Just gum's still working.
I
So
held my
what
kayak up for just a little bit, dropped it, 2 tile sponges full, gone.
What I am hearing is there was no plastic welding done.
Nope.
There was no video made.
There was no plastic well.
And there was not a lot of fish content made. Guys,
There
what
was
were
no
you
fish.
doing?
There's
Dude,
no
we
there.
fished from 9:30 to like 6. And
Just wasting
what's
time.
up, HT Fishing?
Doing.
Like
You get
it's-
the scarlet letter F on your shoulder until you do something different.
It's
I'll wait to put that on till after tomorrow.
just right, like
We ain't
you know,
feeling tomorrow.
you and I, when we get places like Lake Arthur, we're never at Lake Arthur at a time where it's like daybreak, not necessarily daybreak, but like cloud break, right? Like the humidity's still there. Like we're always there, and it's like, well, we drove hours to be here. We got to do this. And yesterday was kind of like, okay, the sun is breaking. It's bright as hell. Not fishing. The fishing will be better than the recording right now. Let's go catch some fish. Let's go get some confidence.
Dude, no matter what you say, the answer is always, let's go fishing and do our homework later. It is always that's what I say. That's what almost every fisherman says. Otherwise, I don't really think we'd be fishermen.
Right. Like and to the guys that go out there and just constantly cannot go fishing without that camera rolling, more power to you. Because man, every time I grab
Ryan, you watching IG, someone just gave you a big shout out on how cool the box was for smallmouth.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Yeah, HT
Thanks.
Fishing. The box this month was fire for smallmouth. Thank you, HT.
Yeah, this is a full-time job for you now, Ryan.
I know.
Sorry. We have to split some of the responsibilities. But seriously,
I got to get on it.
Zach and I, the most serious we've ever been about content was one time the sound didn't translate over from the microphone. So the very next day I went back. That was probably like the most serious. We were like, filmed
3 videos. There are 3 videos when we were serious, and the product of the video, the outcome of our seriousness actually showed in the video, and they are the 3 best videos we've ever done. So
I'm going to look up the best videos on Dark Horse Tackle YouTube.
I'm telling you right now, it's 2023 or 2024. I can't remember, but it's July, November, and December.
our best video was last year.
I'm not talking about your analytics.
Well, no, actually, the most liked one, which is crazy, is the one we did in February where we filmed it in your living room after you had transitioned all of those baits, and we just strung up LED lights in front of my face,
Yeah.
and I looked like I'm just like this.
Ryan, did you ever watch that July video I was talking about?
No, I didn't get a chance to. I
Boo.
know. I got into other stuff. I have desperately needed to clean some reels. So I started like watching videos to make sure that I didn't explode anything before tomorrow. And I cleaned 2 reels that I haven't cleaned in probably 5 years today. And man, I've been messing up.
I got an ultrasonic cleaner once.
It's
right there in my closet.
I'm terrible about like reel maintenance. I'm really, really bad at it.
Me too. It ain't broke till it's broke.
Yeah. But holy cow, the difference that made is like,
Yes,
it's insane. So I'm gonna.
What do you? When I had to clean all of my reels, I actually had to clean and rebuild them all. What do you clean? Like, what are you looking for? You're looking for grit, grime. You cleaning all the oil, all the grease off, putting new grease on.
just completely strip it, re-oil, re-grease.
Yeah, I didn't go as far as degreasing the bearings and like re-oiling all that stuff. I didn't go that far. I may do that over the winter.
Oh man, I want to give a real good hot tip for that. And there's a real good way to do that. But you do it with brake cleaner, but there is a red and a green brake cleaner, and one of them is good and one of them is real
You
bad.
got to use the red, not the
It's
green.
the red? Okay,
Yeah.
it's the red. Okay.
I have purchased, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a penetrating lubricant. It is a cleaning penetrating lubricant. I do not lubricate my reels with it, but what it does is it when you spray it, it penetrates, the gunk comes up.
I mean, that's what WD is.
Well,
WD is
just
a
removes
detergent.
water. It just moves water around. It gets rid of water.
It also will move grease and oil around.
Right. But so I spray this stuff on my bearings. It's green, but my bearings turn brown. Like I'll spray it, wait 30 seconds, spray, the bearings turn brown. Yeah, I'm not buying that.
This is affectionately referred to as Millwright perfume.
Yes.
It is called Croyle. And I don't know if I'd spray it into my fishing reels because it does some nut stuff. But it's the oil that creeps. And let me tell you something. Whenever you have something frozen, like, and I'm talking like big 10,000 pound gears and all this other stuff, and you work on it for like an hour or so, you just spray this stuff on it and then go to lunch. And 9 times out of 10, you come back after lunch and it's laying on the damn floor.
So
anyway, sorry. I was looking at it and I'm sorry.
when me and my buddy were little, his dad was one of those like flea market find kind of guys. And he got this 24-pack flat of a silicone-based lubricant called Jigaloo.
Nice.
We would take this stuff and just spray our reels with it, like line on it and everything. Just like we would keep a can of this stuff in our boat, and it'd be like, oh, my cast didn't go as far as I wanted it to. Just
spray a little more.
Cover it and jiggle it.
Why am I breaking up so much an hour later?
What's funny is we didn't even think about that. We never even broke our line either. That's the weird part.
I was told today for the first time in probably 25 years, I was talking to an old head today. And as soon as anybody hears that I'm part of a tackle company, the fishing tips are coming. Like they are coming no matter what. As soon as somebody knows, they're like, oh, did you know? And he goes, well, listen, he goes, if you're ever having trouble, just spray a little WD on your line and then fish will bite everything.
That is true.
I haven't heard that for so long, man. It's been a long time since I heard that. I also want to I also want to point out a little comment here on Instagram where Brody said that Bobby is bad luck. That is hilarious.
I can see it. Oh no,
And-
no, line and lure conditioner did exist at that time. That it did exist at that time. Line and lure conditioner was a pump bottle, and it came in like 1 ounce containers, or you could buy the
I've
12
got-
ounce
I've got some of that stuff right now. It's called Snot or something.
real snot.
Real Snot. That's a
Real
Mike
Snot.
Iaconelli thing, I think.
But I'll tell you this: if you throw braid, you just don't have to worry about
You
it too much.
Don't worry about it. And
Just beat
here's
that
the other
braid up
thing
a little
with-
bit
here's
more.
the other thing with braid. Your medium heavy's technically a heavy now. Like there's a lot of benefits to it. Just use a leader. You
Yep.
want the power.
And
Like-
so I went back to my original leader line, which is Yozuri Hybrid. And what Yozuri Hybrid is just a copolymer. I use 15-pound test pretty much throughout the entire board minus my spinning rods, just because the 15 fishes like 20, and that's like a mid-range 20 fluorocarbon. It fishes like a really cheap 25-pound mono. It's thick, but it's unbreakable. Like it doesn't break at knots. It doesn't break. And that was the one rod I had, Ryan. The one rod I had that did not have Yozuri as a leader was the rod that I snapped my freaking swim jig on.
Right out of the rip too.
Right out of the gate. Get a bite, and you know how excited. You know that cast after you get a bite. You're throwing it 90% harder than you've ever like you get that thing back, you're locked in, and you're just like "Ugh." Gone. Farthest cast of the day.
So, you know what my favorite thing is about our live tonight so far? Is I want everybody to go ahead and take a look at before you join Dark Horse Tackle Live and come hang out with us. I want you to take a good long look at the thumbnail and realize immediately that's not what we're going to talk about.
Oh, we're going to talk about this. Did you edit the thumbnail?
We're gonna
Make it
talk
nice?
about baits.
I didn't edit anything, bro. I didn't have time. I had to eat.
Part of this problem is that we talk about baits throughout the whole day. Anyway,
Yes.
the three of us, because it's what we did.
Well,
Don't do that. It weirds me out.
so we'll talk about let's talk about
Yeah.
something. Let's talk about the free rig and how the free rig is actually an incredibly effective river rig. So the free rig is very similar, for those who don't know, to a Carolina rig, but it's also very similar to a drop shot. It's like a hybridized version of a Texas rig, a drop shot, and a Carolina rig. You've got a big teardrop weight. I wish I could show you, but I lost it in the car. It was the only one I had. So you either take a teardrop weight that's shaped kind of like this, or you just take your standard drop shot weight. But you need one with a swivel in it, just a swivel O-ring. You leave that free. That's the concept. Then you just regularly EWG weedless or an offset hook. Rig it weightless or weedless Texas rig. And what this does, and what I like to do, is I'll put a bobber stop in front of my weight. That keeps the metal from connecting to my knot.
You're putting the bobber stop right up against the knot.
Either right up against the knot or just kind of giving it just enough to keep that bait off the bottom. But that's the purpose of the free rig is as that weight is falling, the bait is not falling as fast as that weight. And with a Texas rig that's not pegged, even with the Texas rig, you're not getting that same action. The swivel O-ring slides down that line a lot faster in water, not only because of the density of the tungsten and how it's shaped, but because there's nothing holding it back. It's not linear. You know what I'm saying? It's not a linear like that. It's just
I just want to get a hold of Wicked and get some in the shop.
Yeah, and so
real quick, Corey Ham nailed with this month's box, guys. Thank you, Corey.
nice. Thank you, Corey. So this free rig in running water allows your weight to either roll around rocks, bouncing your bait around rocks in the water column, not on the bottom, but also it allows that weight to wedge into a rock, allowing that bait to still freely kind of move around. And what I was doing is I was fishing a bobber stop about 4 to 5 inches above the hook. Just keep making sure that when that weight hit the bottom, the bait was still just, right here.
Yeah,
Just-
you're
just-
using you're using the free rig and the bobber stop application. You are hybridizing it into almost
Yes.
a Carolina rig.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes, I just want that bait off the bottom just a little bit. And the only theory behind that in this particular instance was the water's muddy. The water's got no clarity to it. I wonder if they're not necessarily looking at the bottom, but they're kind of just wanting it to be right here. And
They're just relating to the bottom, and they just need that thing to hang right in front of their face.
just right in front of their face. And that bluegrass bug was the perfect application for that because there is some buoyancy in that bluegrass bug. And when you put an EWG hook on it, it almost sits neutral.
Like a one? Like a one on?
I had a 2-aught. I had a
Yeah.
2-aught.
You got a 2-aught on the bluegrass bug?
Yeah, you get a 3-aught.
You can get
on
a
it.
3. You can
Yeah.
get
No
a 3 on it.
shit.
Yeah, and I like it better that way, and I'll tell you why. And Ryan will probably agree.
But you
When
got
you
I know you, Josh. You want the excuse the expression, but you want that hook ass to tits. Like you want
Yes,
yeah.
I want that bait to slide up that hook all the way up my line. I want that. I don't care if it destroys the bait. I want the fish. I don't want the problem I've had with 1-aughts because I've tried it. Is when I'd set the hook, the bait would come down the hook shank, similar to fishing a Texas rig 2. It would come down the hook shank instead of go up. With a bigger hook, I have it going up the hook shank.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. But yeah, the bait sits just like this in the water when it's weighted.
Yep.
And it doesn't sit like this, and it doesn't sit like this. It's just flat. And when it's flat, you can keep it in position and just kind of do the chitwood cha-cha a little bit.
Woo!
Give that bait a
Woo!
little bit of this
Little-
while it's sitting
A
still.
little quiver.
Term coined.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
I believe that was Nick DeShane.
Was it? I don't remember.
Out of that experiment, that's when I tied on a Tokyo rig too, and
Yep.
I caught some fish on a Tokyo rig with
That
same thing.
post the
Yeah,
post on
just
that
keep it
Tokyo.
a few inches off the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's something like I keep Tokyo rigs. I don't fish them very often, but I keep them in my dirty water river box because of how much success I've had with them in the dirtier rivers. I think when you put two weights opposing, you create a vibration and a sound with that, so you can have that
The clap.
that attractant, but then you have this kind of relatively neutral kind of do nothing bait that's there. So you have an attractant that pulls them in. You can get away with it's like both ways. You can get away with a heavier weight because it's separated from the bait, but you can also get away with a lighter bait because of how it falls and sits in the water when it goes down. But I think that the clacking helps, but it's also like once they get there and they finally pinpoint and find it, they're like, oh, this isn't like, it doesn't scare them off,
Yeah.
which is a lot of rattling or big noise, big presence baits. It's like you get a bit of a bigger presence out of a really subtle bait. I think that's why maybe I've had the success I've had with it in dirty water, but having that more direct connection to especially tungsten on the bottom, like in dirty water, like I like the feel because I can figure out like, all right, all of a sudden the bottom changed. Here's this little, area of big chunky rocks.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Yep. And in the Olentangy, it's important to actually find chunky rocks because, like, when most rivers you fish, there's a mud or a dirt element. There is no dirt element in the Olentangy.
No, not where we
Until
were.
you get on
all
the bank.
rock.
It's
Yeah, it's
all
all
rocks. So you might as well be fishing a wooden board until you find that rock. And that's important. Like we started fishing just anomalies in the water, Zach. Like, we've got flat water, and you can just see like a dark spot with a little bit of a swirl, and it's like, let's throw it that. Like,
Yep.
Dude, that's exactly how I fish grass.
mhm.
I got 64,000 acres of
You
grass.
got a hole this big in it.
And
Why not throw it down?
I'm looking for anything. And it comes down to like, all right, here's a spot where there are 3 different types of grass, and most of this is only one type of grass. I'm going to throw where there's 3 types of grass. Or there's a small split in the grass and there's wind blowing and maybe that's a little choke point. Like, yeah, no, like the little teeny tiny things. And that's actually a very good way to think, because I don't know if it's ever been scientifically proven, but I think
We're
by
not scientists.
consensus,
It's okay.
by consensus, bass like weird crap.
Yeah. Throw at the things that don't look like, if you are fishing, let's just say the entire bank is a beaver hut. You've got one round beaver hut. That means there's 64,000 sticks. But if you've got one rock on top of those sticks, there's a 98% chance there's a bass or 2.
Yeah.
When I
that
was
rock.
doing the Jigs and Bigs slot tourney on Saturday, they wanted.
How
so
did that
this
go?
How did it go? I came out in 14th place. If I would have landed every fish I hooked, I would have won 100%, but I did not. I had fish jump off my board straight into the water.
No.
Oh yeah.
That's the worst. The worst.
Like my phone, I was like putting my hand down onto the fish and pulling my phone out at the same time, and I bobbled my phone just for a second and stopped my hand movement because I can't walk and chew gum. And in that hot second, the fish was like,
What was your biggest?
the one
Not
that
in the
jumped.
tournament.
The one that jumped off. The one that jumped off was the unicorn of like just an eighth inch under 17 inches, which is the slot turning. That's they're like football.
I've caught fish off shopping carts. I agree with that, by the way.
They're football shaped up there. And it's funny. I was talking to Dave, the Wolf of Walmart. I was talking to him after the tourney, and he had the exact same day. Because for a while I was like, well, I just got a new rod, for my BFS setup, and I thought maybe this was just me, like a learning curve, getting used to the rod, blah 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 blah. But he had the exact same issue, where it's like, and even the ones that I got in, there was like the most minuscule amount of skin in between the hook and you know what I'm saying? Like they were barely freaking hooked. And so I don't know if maybe they were just hitting weird or what. Ed, you guys would be proud of me. I know you're not going to believe me, but I'm going to tell you, I threw a swim jig. I threw what else did I throw? Crap, I can't remember the other thing I threw, but I gave 2 other baits a real shot. The only thing they would bite was that weed whacker.
No way.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And to be even more specific, it was right with it. It could be no more than 10 feet off the bank, and there had to be wood, grass, and rock.
Yep.
Had to be all 3. Had to be all 3. There was only one fish I caught that was. Now, see, it's not even fair though, because there was rock and grass like within a foot, but he came off of a stump. But what I learned was that's where you had to go, and the wind was blowing into that bank for like 3/4 of the day. When that wind stopped, everything stopped.
Yep.
Done. Like done.
Yeah.
The water slicked off like a mirror. I was transported instantaneously into a very uncomfortable sauna, and that was it. Like that was it. It didn't matter. I literally I paddled my ass off like up and down this bank like 3 or 4 times in 2 hours, going, all right, well maybe they're up here. All right, well maybe I'll go try this part of the bank. Maybe I didn't try that. It didn't matter. A bite could not be bought. But yeah, so that's how that went. But yeah, the weed whacker. Yep.
You did better than we did yesterday.
I caught, dude. I probably hooked 40 fish.
Really?
Yeah, no shit. I probably hooked 40. I got 3 on the board and a picture taken of them. 3.
Shoot. Shoot.
And a couple of them I caught didn't count, but yeah.
I hooked one that came off yesterday. Same rig, free rigged bluegrass bug. I don't know. It might have been 12, might have been 14 inches, but it just hooked it, jumped. I believe it just ripped the hole in its mouth because my bait, like I said, was all the way up.
They were like, so I said we spooked a lot more than we caught. I think it was a lot of fish that were chasing it all the way to the boat. And when they saw the boat, they were like, oh.
Yes. I think the boat snuck up on them and they were just sitting in a hole.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh.
Yeah. So
big green thing. Big purple thing.
Just in general, they just seem very non-committal to everything. And it was, you try and listen to what the fish want. And it's like, I'm trying to listen, but you guys aren't.
They ain't telling you.
Man. Not,
they ain't telling you.
Yeah.
Their lips were sealed on that.
That was
secret.
it. Yeah.
For those who don't know and don't check our Instagram stories, the Brazalo M1 Pro is on the store.
Live,
and Zach
baby.
was talking about the Weed Whacker. The M1 Pro is the Weed Whacker's really pissed off brother.
On
stepdad.
steroids.
We could call him the stepdad, but that might make people.
On steroids, maybe angel dust.
Yeah, just definitely drugs.
A little methy.
Definitely drugs. Really loud.
Yeah.
Really loud, just talking to itself the whole time.
Yeah. Good bait. Great bait, though. Absolutely great bait.
Yeah.
Pairs well with the next bait that I'm working on to get on the site, which is the Phenom Frog.
Oh, the Phenom
It
Frog.
also pairs very well with current bait, the J. Corwin Mule.
Yes.
I have been very, very much liking that on the entire lineup of Whacker.
You didn't put it on the Weed Whacker, did you?
Baits.
You didn't
I
put
have
it
not
on
put it on a Weed Whacker. I lost my Weed Whacker before I tried it.
Did you order one? Is that in the order?
It's in one of the 3 orders.
Okay, because I could have sworn I'm packing things into the Ryan box, and I could have sworn there's some in there.
If you guys want a little closed, like a little peek inside of my, fiscal irresponsibility, I've got 3 orders that I have to go pick up tomorrow in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but it's like
a pretty big box.
You spent like $100 and somehow managed to get like 28 baits out.
Yeah, he did a good job.
It's mind blowing. But
which, by the way, guys,
I don't even look at the price. I'm like, this is how much I need. This is just what I need. Like,
but if you guys go on the site, you'll notice that you're starting to see here and there. You're starting to see some baits that don't have any pictures yet. Let me explain that real quick. That is Ryan saying, "Hey, did you put this bait up yet?"
Yes,
I need.
And I
said,
said,
some.
No, I haven't. But I could throw it up, and if you need the pictures, let me know. Because guys, the pictures take a long time to do.
And then I buy 4 to 10 packages. So, like, if you want them, get them.
If you guys are ever like, "Hey, I just got this bait in a box, and I really want some more," and they're not on the site yet, get a hold of me. Which brings me to a point that Josh and I were talking about earlier today, guys. This is your front row seat. This is your invitation.
Your highway of information.
These lives. If you guys have questions, comments, suggestions, feedback, good or bad, guys, talk. Tell us. Let us know. And here's a great place to do it. Yeah. Like, let us know if you want to see more of something. And I can't promise you.
What do you want to see?
I can't promise you that we're going to go, "Oh, Jim Bob from West Virginia said he wants more of this." We're definitely doing that, but we do listen to our customers, and we do take into consideration every little piece of
inspiration.
Yep, we take into every little piece of feedback we get. It is talked about.
Yep.
It is talked about, sometimes much to one of us or the other's chagrin. We talk about it. So take advantage of these opportunities to say something to us about what's going on. Like, are you looking for something else? Is there a color you're not seeing? Is there a type of bait you're not seeing? Do you want more of this? Do you want less of this? Say something. We're not going to walk away butthurt. All we're going to do is take it into consideration and continue to try to improve our process.
Right. Hey, did you know I still have the original Weed Whacker from the July box?
Nuh-uh.
Whoa.
This thing is
Dude, I've thrown so many of those into rivers all over the freaking tri-state area.
This is no like slight on the quality of the bait. Like it's steel. It's a steel wire, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It has a groove. Rutted in from the base
nice.
Of the blade.
I just thought of something.
Oh,
Let's say
Brazala needs to make a Weed Whacker out of titanium wire.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Oh my god! I don't care. I'd pay for it.
The perfect bend.
I'd pay for it, bro. I'd pay for it. I don't care.
I'll just say, I've got bushwhackers that have like grooves worn into the blades from it hitting the brass clapper.
Yeah.
Like,
the brass ball. It's okay. You can say it. The ball. That's fantastic. Well, Josh, what else? I have an announcement.
Go ahead.
I have an announcement. So we have collaborated with a company, and you're going to see a little advertisement in one of the upcoming brochures. But we've collaborated with a company, Boat Snacks. Ryan, I'm going to bring you a pack tomorrow.
Yes.
Boat Snacks. We've collaborated with you. You can now get Boat Snacks on darkhorsetackle.com. It's live right now. Currently you can only buy
this.
You can only
put in an order.
you can only buy them five packs at a time. Currently he's going to change that so that you can get them either 2 packs at a time or 5 packs at a time. But the deal with these, it's pretty cool. Is the way he's got the pricing done is shipping's like built into the price. So like you don't pay for shipping. The price is the price. That's it. But they support veteran charities with every bag sold. So that's fantastic. I'm going to read this real quick. Ingredients: 100% grass-fed beef, water, brown sugar, honey, tomato paste, apple cider vinegar, sea salt, garlic, onion, spices, black pepper, smoked paprika, red chilies, cultured celery powder, celery, sea salt. The end.
Where's the niacin and xanthan gum?
The end. You can literally pronounce every single ingredient that goes into these. The sodium on them, I don't know if you guys have ever looked at the sodium on beef jerky, but it's kind of insane. It's like 300% your daily value. It's bad.
Yep.
This is very low. It's only 11%, which is crazy for beef jerky. That's nuts. So it's got low sodium, no seed oils, no soy. Boys, specifically, listen, soy is bad for you. Stop eating it. It's bad for you. You don't want to increase your cup size. Stay away from soy. It's bad for you. Anyways, but we now carry these on darkhorsetackle.com. Go ahead and give them a shot. Good protein, nice little snack. They are coming out with 4 or 5 new flavors real soon, and trail mix. So
cool.
It's a nice small business out of Pittsburgh trying to do something cool, and we support it. So it's on the site now.
It's a bummer because, like, me and my girlfriend April, we're red dye 40 maxing right now. Like, we're just buying everything red.
I am only eating Swedish fish.
Yeah, we had chili dogs for dinner, but instead of buying hot dogs, we went to the gas station and got those red hot dogs that are in the plastic package. Bought a few of those. Then we bought Mike.
A little bit of Code Red.
Yeah, we
to chase it down.
marinated in Code Red, doused them with the red Mike and Ike's, only red Mike and Ike's. And the cheese was flaming hot cheddar cheese.
Right. So that had a little bit of red in it.
I think flaming hot is a crazy, like, it's a cool theory, right? Like, it's a cool thing. You know, great flavor, cool. But does everything need to be flaming hot? Like, they made a flaming hot Mountain Dew, guys. Like that.
Yeah.
Come on, like,
Do you know there's a podcast dedicated to the flavors of Mountain Dew, and it does very well?
I can believe that.
That should say something. I'm not
Dude.
going to say it.
Dude, Pangrak was on their podcast. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I thought it was pretty
Kool-Aid
funny.
flavored milk. Yeah, there you go. Have you seen that stuff? It's called like True New or something. It's like blue milk and it's like blueberry flavor. And it's like, who is trying to get their kids started on milk? And it's like, here, have the kind that's going to give you diabetes by 6.
See, you guys don't have the hot dog shop out there, do you?
What does that even mean? The hot
It's a
hot dog shop.
It's a
We got-
restaurant. It's a restaurant called The Hot Dog Shop.
No, we have
30
places that serve hot dogs.
We
No,
got
we
Dirty
have a
Frank's.
place called The Hot Dog Shop.
Yeah, we have Dirty Frank's.
Yeah, well, the hot dog shop is where you go to eat if you legitimately not only don't care about what you put in your body, but you're looking for
A way
the
to
worst
die.
things to put in your body.
You're
And
looking
when-
for a reason.
Like it was just the cheap, dude. I haven't been there in probably 30 years, but like it's just the cheapest place to eat, bro. Like it's just the cheapest. And my favorite way back when was their fish sandwich and a strawberry milkshake.
I'm
Weird,
telling
but
you,
it was
man.
I'll
good.
argue that. I think IKEA might be the cheapest place to eat.
Yeah, that's because they make their meatballs out of horses.
Like,
That was a big
The-
snafu a while ago.
I will tell you this: there is something about a chili dog, though, man. Like I said, man.
Oh yeah.
In April, I had chili dogs like tonight, and I'm just like, I could eat 100 of these. Like I could confidently, like I had 3, and I'm like, where's the rest? Knowing that I asked for 3, and I'm like,
There's something about American food and like the fact that 7-Up used to have lithium in it.
ooh,
like
here's a
Oh,
good one.
we have a good question.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like
Good
this.
question.
Javi Silva says, y'all already moved on from this. Sorry for that. There is no such thing as a late question. Micro Buzz or Weed Whacker, what do you prefer? What trailer are you using on the Weed Whacker? So, Zach,
let's
I'll
go
let
one.
you
Let's go
first.
1, 2, 3. Let's go
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. So I use the Micro Buzz in very specific circumstances, and it is normally very early on in the season. And I never, ever, ever. Well, no, I very rarely ever actually buzz the Micro Buzz. I am usually running it just under the surface, and sometimes, crazy as it sounds, I'm running it even a foot under the surface. And I
Right.
can't tell you what it is about. I don't know what it is about that, but I am telling you right now, I catch more fish than you would ever believe doing that.
Right.
That is when the Micro Buzz is my favorite. If we are talking about an actual bait that you want to buzz across the top of the water, it's the Weed Whacker, hands down.
So,
And
Trailer.
in current 100% the Weed Whacker.
Yes, in current 100% the Weed Whacker. As far as trailers go, on the Micro Buzz, hands down, either a single-tailed or double-tailed grub. It doesn't. The size, I'm not ever throwing anything over 3 inches long on it, and that includes the tail. So with the Weed Whacker, I'm usually throwing like a craw style deal on there. But the thing you got to be careful about with the Weed Whacker is you don't want too much craw sticking out that it gets up in the hook whenever the fish is coming after it. So the more delicate the craw, for me, the better. We originally paired it with the Kinetic Craw from Hog Molly, which I think is one of my most very perfect, most favorite things to put on the back of a Weed Whacker because the claws are delicate. They move water, but they're delicate. They kind of stay out of the way. The main purpose for me, honestly, about putting a trailer on the Weed Whacker, give the fish something to bite onto and give me something to be able to throw that Weed Whacker further.
Yep.
That is pretty much it also
Add
kind of
weight.
does it helps it. Yeah, it adds weight. It helps it plane a little bit better.
Yep.
But that's the deal. That's it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are my answers. But if you are looking to actually buzz, you want the Weed Whacker, and do not sleep on throwing the micro buzz, not on the
Subsurface.
top,
Yes.
subsurface.
Yeah.
I'll keep mine very short and very sweet. The micro buzz I prefer without a crawl style trailer, without a bigger trailer. The Weed Whacker can hold a bigger trailer. So the micro buzz is to get a top water bite or a like Zach said, subsurface, this much under the water or on top of the water bite. The screw lock is great for holding anything, but I prefer Bitter's Little Swimmers. I prefer little swim baits, or there was a bait that Motivated Fishing made that was
That was
body.
a good one.
It was the body.
The Exodus swimmer.
shad, I believe. The
Exodus shad.
So
yeah, I don't know if he
it's-
still makes it or not. He probably does.
right. So
We haven't worked with him in a
This-
while. Note to self:
I'm looking them up right now, real quick.
can you show the people?
Yep, I am gonna find that bait. So
Yeah, give him a little shout out. That was a great bait.
the Exodus swimmer was, oh man, come on. Does he have it? He's got a lot of baits. Oh no, he might not sell it anymore.
Can you search it?
I am.
Oh, boo.
So he also had that. There it is. Exodus swimmer. Okay, let me pull this up.
Oh, while Josh is pulling it up, I do want
I
to tell
got it.
you, unfortunately, we have like maybe 3 packs of the kinetic crawl left, and that's it. Hog Molly is not making baits currently. Hopefully he comes back because I love that kinetic crawl.
So
Yep, little hook tail.
Ah,
it's a hooktail, cut tail, little. It's a buzzer, is what it is.
Speed worm tail.
Right. So that what I use the
Ooh.
micro buzz
Yeah.
for.
Do you think the KGB from Jaboom would work?
I think it's big for a weed. Not
think
for
it's
a
too
weed
big?
whacker, but for a micro buzz, that's big.
Weed
But-
Whacker, by the way, you want a flat trailer.
Right. So that's where I'm going to get to. So the micro buzz is about subtlety. There is nothing subtle about the weed whacker. There is finesse, but no subtlety. And that is where the weed whacker comes into play. I'm fishing dirtier water. I'm fishing for more active fish. I'm throwing a CP crawl. It's flat. I can skip very far. And same with the kinetic crawl. It's flat. But I like the balance I get. Like the CP crawl was just always it for me. And that's probably all I'll ever
I
throw.
like using the CP crawl, but I do find
Oh,
that the tails are the tails get hung up in the hook a lot.
I will show. I don't have that problem because I do bite the head off about a 1/4 inch.
So do I. I do the same thing, and it still happens.
I'll have it when I miss fish. So this is what I've been throwing on the back of a micro buzz, not a micro buzz, on the back of a weed whacker.
Oh, bro,
I'll
I've got packs of them. I think.
So this right here, this was featured in your July box. This
The
is
Impulse, baby.
from Interceptor. I did not have it get tangled, but the
Nice.
action, the fins on the side keep that bait up. It keeps that bait up.
Yeah.
It's got a
What are you throwing this on? The Weed Whacker?
Yeah,
the weed
Really?
whacker.
you can take it all the way up. The way that he does a horny toad.
I started throwing it on the HH micro koosh ball, like
Yeah.
bladed, micro blade, and same thing. Like it turns that little micro bladed jig just into a wake bait. It
Yeah,
was
like-
cool.
Like, yeah, turn any bait into a flying squirrel.
Yeah,
It is yeah.
It also, I don't know why I never even thought about this, but like I don't throw a lot of baits on just a straight ball head in the river with an exposed hook. Those wings keep that bait from rolling over and letting the hook get snagged.
Oh, guys, I have to stop you right now. I have to address this. Dustin Hoy, I see you, and you messaged me in April on my personal Facebook. I apologize. I never, ever, ever, ever look at my personal Facebook, ever. I did message you back because I just happened to see it. Please give me a holler. I gave you my phone number. Text me. And if I can do anything for you, I will. And I can guarantee you that I can do something for you. So, Dustin Hoy, get a hold of me, buddy.
Nice. Anyways, back to the.
And I still want my catch board. Okay, now I'm done. That's one of the reasons why that fish jumped off. It's because I got a catch board that's like 6 inches too long for my freaking shoalie, and it doesn't sit down, so it's sitting like this.
Oh, you got the 32.
Yep.
You got to get the 26.
Dustin, I'm trying to get my girlfriend into
Avia, I'll take care of you, buddy. We'll get you all fixed up. I'll take care of you.
I'm trying to get my girlfriend into a Primo. I need one. I need one.
Primo.
The Primo
Oh, you're
is
talking
just
about the Crescent shoalie.
the Crescent Primo.
The Crescent
No, not a
Primo.
shoalie.
The
Not a
Crescent
shoalie.
Primo.
Yeah.
No, I want the Primo. The Primo's a good starter kayak, man.
It's
Little
a great
sit on top. You can
a
stand
great
on
boat.
it.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like it a lot.
Don't you have one? Don't you have one, Ryan?
I do.
Yeah, I thought so.
She's got a couple
yeah.
rods. Like, it's not going to be outfitted the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not talking a
That's all
freaking
you need.
dark
Like,
horse tackle trip. We're talking a couple rods,
So,
float down
if
the
you're-
river, have fun.
yeah, if you car top on like an SUV with J hooks or have a buddy that doesn't fish, it's an awesome boat because it fits in J hooks and it's not too heavy for them. You can outfit it.
Is the shoalie too heavy for J hooks?
It's like right on the edge. It depends on the manufacturer of the hooks.
There's a company out there, I believe, called Suspends that makes stuff for holding kayaks that form fits to the kayak. So, like, it doesn't, because a lot of times, Josh, I know you've got your shoalie up on the wall.
Yep.
Like, you got to watch. Having it sit like that, you will actually deform the plastic after a while. And these Suspends actually will suspend that shit and form fit to the kayak. It's pretty neat.
I have some of their rigging stands. They're really nice. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
they
not
make stuff.
strapping it down with 4 straps as hard as I can will ever deform that kayak.
No, the issue is the straps you used were razor thin.
Yeah.
I think if you were using bigger, thicker
We've
straps,
had a
that wouldn't happen.
conversation about
Ryan and I got
Had
it
a
under control,
conversation.
all right, Dad?
I told him how to do it. I showed
Yeah.
him the way.
Yeah. We're gonna double cinch knot this baby, and it's never
No,
gonna.
what the hell? You didn't listen to me at all.
I don't know what you called it.
Go get two
Yes.
12-foot straps
Yes.
and just double it over, cinch it down. Make sure you can still get a finger or two in between the strap and the hull, and you're good.
Or
That's it.
this is coming over from the millwright world. Sections of fire hose solve everything. We call them softeners, but you
Yeah.
can take a piece of fire hose and
Put it through
slide.
there.
Yep, and slide it over
Yep.
your strap, and that'll keep anything
Yeah.
from happening.
We used those when I did tree work.
Mm,
Did the
mhm.
airbrush stuff.
Fire hose is magical.
Fire hose is magical. What's that stuff made out?
It's made out of fire hose, dingy.
They
not-
probably make more stuff out of it. It's probably really expensive though.
It's I believe it's Kevin.
Now there
I
will
would
be
guess
sections missing out of very important fire hose in random
Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah, we've got meth heads robbing fire departments now because they found out it was worth some money. Love that. Good.
Oh,
I'm
Michael
glad-
Bradley, just use more gum.
Just use more. See, that's my thing. Like
That's only listen. That's a unicorn of a situation because you gotta have a significant
right
other
gum.
that is got enough foresight to put Big League Chew in your freaking snack pack.
she put together
That's
everything that I care about, which is gum for kids, candy, popcorn, caffeine, and like a sugar-free soda. And I'm like, that's and a couple of colorful.
That about
notes
came
that I
out
can't
all over
fill
my
in.
laptop there.
The sugar-free soda is the sugar-free soda. You can't overdo it.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'll be right back. I think I need one.
So anywho, Ryan,
What were we
what-
talking about?
I don't know, but I'm excited for tomorrow. That's all I've been thinking
Yeah.
about.
I'm very excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's all I've
And I'll
been
be-
thinking
and
about.
I'll be like freshly stocked up on everything tomorrow too.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I actually would hate to be in the position that you are going to be in. If somebody was to hand me a giant box of baits directly before I was about to go into the water, it would send me into a tailspin.
well, the good news is the good news is most of what's in that box is stuff I'm supposed to be fishing tomorrow anyway.
Yes, you've just
so-
lost it all already.
Well, this is remember I stocked up like back in April on all these things because I've been fishing them. Like the ones that I hadn't been fishing for years already anyway are ones that have been
Hey, look at this.
cool.
Guess who painted this?
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I just wanted to show you guys. By the way, you can get cool stuff like this from Cheryl's site. It's a nice greeting card.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I
but
like
she's
it.
got all kinds of neat stuff, dude. She's really good.
I'm telling you, the Big League Chew, in comparison to like Orbit or like a gum for adults, you know, I think gum was created to hide hangovers in the first place. Like, I don't think it was about stinky breath. I think it was like, hey man, like your breath really smells like alcohol. Like have some gum.
If you swallowed, it takes 7 years to digest.
Yeah. So the Orbit has a very strange consistency to it after you chew it for a little bit. It hardens. And the Big League Chew kind of it's similar to that like all-weather caulk that you use on the exterior of your house.
30-year mold-free warranty.
Yeah. I'm
20% stretch and flexing
Yes.
cracks. Like,
Yes, it's heat resistant, it's cold resistant, it's filled with chemicals, and yeah, Big League Chew in the August box. Like that's
we're coming back around to it, Javi, because I know he's keeping us on track.
oh, go ahead.
Because we went off on the Big League Chew rabbit trail there.
Hobby, I'm sorry.
And I didn't quite get to my buzz bait. Mini buzz, I pretty much exclusively save for flat water. And that one's usually getting a boot tail, like a little 3 1/4 inch big Joshy. Sometimes I'll even drop to the 2 3/4. I have not tried it yet, but I suspect that the Dixon would be also a good boot tail to put on there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think that's Semanis.
It's-
I do believe.
It's a little. It might
Little
be a
heavy.
little big. It might be a little big.
heavy.
It's
Big
in the belly. It's in the belly, and
keeps it flat.
yeah, I haven't tried that one, but I suspect that it may keel weight it kind of nicely. The Weed Whacker, I'm with those guys. I like flat, like to appendage, not crazy, to appendage. I don't like big curly tails on it because they do get into the hook. They have a way of wrapping themselves up and around, and it's doing two things. One, you can basically prevent hook penetration with that, and two, you constantly have to keep picking them off. So it's like 3 casts you're not making, especially if you're floating down a river. You're like, man, I just missed that rock, and that rock.
Boy, isn't that the truth when you're floating down a river?
Yes.
Picking a pincher off your freaking buzzbait. So I am typically throwing stuff like the CP crawl. I bite down a good 1/2 inch off of it. I go even a little more than the 1/4.
I just go to the first line.
Yeah,
Go to the
you gotta.
second.
I taper it after I hit.
If
the
you
second.
don't taper it,
There's, like,
it
you
will
bend
not
it.
run right.
Yeah, you're.
I don't
creating
taper
a
it.
blunt wall.
I take
Um,
I take this second section out and I twist. And when I twist, it remains curved,
right on the.
which
just fits the head.
it fits the taper of the back end of that weight.
I just
However,
like the taste, so I like to bite it 3 times.
I am going to 100% agree with you, Ryan. Tapering it does, because if you have one
Yeah.
on there, it will run funny. If that plastic is catching any water coming
if
off
it
of that
catches
head,
one side or the other, it's knocking the thing.
it will
You know
run
what?
funny.
I'm going to give you a backhanded compliment. I'm going to say that you're absolutely right, because the Weed Whacker is all you throw.
It's not. I have video proof of me catching fish on jigs.
On a frog.
No, jigs. The Nomadic XT. I was catching them. It was good. I liked it. I'm gonna throw it again tomorrow.
I have not tried the mule on it yet. I lost my last Weed Whacker before I tried the mule on it.
I think the mule's too much.
I feel like the 2 big ribbon tails are gonna they're gonna catch the hook, because it takes nothing to flap those things, and they're gonna get thrown up. It happens to me every now and again on the Pro Buzz, because it's threaded all the way on, and it keeps them that much closer to it. But it's not so. The bigger hook doesn't prevent hook penetration. So if something hits it, it doesn't matter. Like, you're still getting them. But it doesn't happen so much that it bugs me.
Right.
It's just like every now and again, I'm like, oh, all right, I got to pick that one off. But
A big sleeper for that M1 is that Crawmatis.
Oh.
That Crawmatis, just
It's
compact
violent. It's violent.
Just compact it down similarly to the way you would throw a CP crawl on a Weed Whacker. Just cut a little bit off. And
But
then
does it-
thread it?
there you go. That's
Is it?
Kinetic
Is the
crawl
Craw-
CP.
Is the Crawmatis? Is the body of that Crawmatis wide enough to accommodate the double side hooks,
It should be.
Yes.
the double side barbs?
Should be.
Yes. It's a jig trailer.
Yeah, but those are big side barbs on that M1, man.
Yes, they're big, but it'll hold it. It'll hold it.
I'm saying it'll hold it, but I just that was the first thing I thought about, because so if anybody doesn't know, with Brazalla's, I think all of his,
Dude,
all
they
of
are
his,
just overbuilt.
but his barbs are not up and down on the bait; they're to the side like this, and that's to accommodate the flatter, wider bodied baits,
Mhm.
like frogs.
That 412 toad and that crocodigator frog, that'd be perfect for that thing too. Not just the Phenom frog that was featured in your July box. If you're looking for something with different action, because all 3 of those frogs have different action,
They
and your Phenom frog is a good middle ground between the 412 toad, which is a boot tail style. So that's going to be your gurgling.
It's a
your
big gurgle.
That's
big gurgle.
Big gurgle, bubbles, things like that.
Yep.
Your toad from Crocodigator is just your simple cut tail. It's a little pitter patter. It's got that big body and just that pitter patter style.
It's a horny
toad.
toad.
Hey. And
Built for a buzz bait is what it was.
yes, your Phenom frog has that curvature, allowing a little bit of bubbling, a little bit of gurgling, but also that pitter patter like a H toad.
And the Phenom frog will absolutely 100% help you send that thing to the freaking moon.
God
Speaking
willing.
of
Dude,
middle ground, and you just mentioned it, if you want something that's somewhere between the Weed Whacker and the M1s or Bushwhackers, the Crocodigator head knocker.
mhm.
Yeah.
That's
The
that
head
is my
knocker.
that's my middle
That-
ground buzz bait.
I really like the way that the head knocker, the M1, and the Weed Whacker are designed, because with these clacking buzz baits, what you have is a little bit more compact of a profile, and it's all like this tall.
Yeah.
It's all this tall.
The more you know,
Mythbusters.
the more you know.
Yes,
Mythbusters.
rainbows and stars. Thank you very much, Alpine Gulch. Love your picture, by the way.
When it comes to your buzz baits that are not clacker style buzz baits, I'm doing a completely different. What I do is I bring my blade, and we don't. Ironically, we don't have any non-clacker buzz baits on our website.
We
So,
don't, do we?
we
Oh, yes,
don't.
we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Well, sorry,
The Defiant,
the Defiant is not
not a
up.
clacker. Defiant's on the website.
I'm looking at Topwater right now.
Defiant's not up.
I don't think Defiant is not up on the site.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that
Well, no
explains why
wonder-
none of you
no
have bought
wonder.
it.
Yeah, we sit there and talk about it all the time. We're like, man, this buzzbait's so cool. You can send it 800 feet. It's so cool. Why is nobody buying it? Okay, well, there you have it. I think we had it, and now I don't know, man. But
No, I don't think it would. I don't think it ever went up. To be honest with you, now that I'm
we
thinking
don't
about it,
have.
I'm
what I
gonna
mean
get it
is
up because we got some.
We don't have a buzzbait that is a buzzbait.
Like just a regular
A
old.
skirted, regular old buzzbait. But what I do with your regular old buzzbaits is I'll take that wire and I'll make a J bend, not a J bend, just a very light bow, and bring that freak blade closer to the hook. And Binya mentioned something
So that
about
it clacks.
No, that it's kind of like this in the water. Your trailer is underneath the water.
That's the magic of Brazalo.
Mhm.
He puts a bend in all of his buzz baits,
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
And what it
Not
does
the
is
M1, but
Well,
yes,
not the M1, but that was to
because
it keep-
well,
it keeps that bait under.
so the theory behind that, and for one, a lot of buzz baits that were in your mass-produced market back in the day, a lot of bass companies, believe it or not, this is why I always got small business baits, because guys made baits for like Ohio fishing. They made really big baits for like Florida, Alabama, Texas. Like for a long time, it was like that's where the whole big bait, big fish thing came from. Because guess what? You didn't have anything to suggest otherwise.
Do you remember? Do you remember the Bill Dance 12-inch long?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's one that I wouldn't do that with, right? But I used to take, your regular Strike King triple wing buzzbait, and I would bend that wire to where instead of like this, it was more like this. And then I'd put just a little swim bait on the back, or not a toad. I was never a toad guy with buzz baits for a long time. A little swim bait or a little crawl style grub, like a brush hog or something, to make it look like something is chasing something, to create that chain reaction of reaction. Like, why is this chasing this and I'm not chasing that?
Reaction strike. Jealousy.
Jealousy. Yes.
The Joneses.
Oh.
The Joneses.
He gets to eat and I don't, but he can fit in my mouth. I'm going to eat both of them. Essentially the same thing.
Well,
That was my
Josh,
theory.
we're coming up on 20 after the hour,
We are.
and we didn't even come close. We did get baits in. We talked baits.
Forget
We got
baits
some
in.
baits in.
We didn't. We Josh and I had some discussions we wanted to have on
Oh man, we really didn't.
ICAST.
Yeah, we'll save it.
We'll save it. We'll have to save it. But I do want to tell you guys something. If you want to know how I feel about ICAST, Ken Duke on his most recent podcast, Bass After Dark, basically said everything that I feel about ICAST. And so if you want to know before we talk about it, go ahead and listen to that because it's a good listen.
Yep. Hey, we'll meet and greet with you all next Tuesday.
I'll put Bass After Dark on while it's still dark tomorrow morning driving.
Yeah, dude, his monologue, like the show is about how to keep bass alive. So basically it's about like the things you do, like, if you're putting fish in a live well, yada yada yada, like does Mountain Dew work, blah blah blah, all that crap. They go into all that stuff, but his monologue is his thoughts on ICAST. And not just his thoughts on iCast, but his thoughts on the reactions to this iCast specifically 2025. And it's very interesting, and I could not have said it better myself.
Yep.
We'll just leave it at iCast is a trade show. It's really not for all of you.
Yep. That is. Watch the movie Dinner for Schmucks. That's all you got to do.
Josh's answer to everything is Dinner for Schmucks.
The second, I'm telling you, the second somebody invites me to something and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't feel like the playing field's level here. You wanted me to be a guest.
Why is my chair shorter than everybody else's?
Yeah, I've got, hey, why is the leg wobbling? Does anybody else have a leg wobble? Yeah, Dinner for Schmucks.
It's okay, Josh. Listen, if I can guarantee one thing in this world is that you will always grab the grocery cart with the squeaky wheel.
Yeah, Dinner for Schmucks. This Coons is a setup.
Ryan, do you have a tackle tip for us?
I
Throw the
do.
free rig.
We don't want to leave. We don't want to leave the people. We don't want to
No,
leave
it's
the
not
people
the free
wailing in
rig.
the streets.
I told you what it was yesterday. I fished a little Wednesday nighter last week. First time I fished a lake for largies since early April, I think. Did okay. Finished second. I finished second flipping a jig on bluff walls. And I talked to a few of the guys in the parking lot afterwards, and they're like, well, why that jig? Like, why were you flipping a football head? And I explained to them why I was flipping a football head on a bluff wall. Because your standard brush heads and the line tie, hook angle, and everything that comes through there, and the design of them can cause those baits to glide out from the bluff wall. Football heads have that 90-degree tie a lot of times, 90 or a 60. Like it's a lot sharper bend, but it makes them fall straight down.
Yep.
And so that was the reason I use, like when I'm flipping vertical, like very vertical structure. This could even be standing timber, bluff wall, like rock faces especially.
So is it the 90-degree tie or the shape of the football head or both?
I'm going to call it a combination of both.
Okay.
I think it's a combination of both. But yeah, like your brush style and even archy heads and things like that, they have a tendency to glide out. And that 1 foot or so away from the wall, like those fish aren't coming out to eat it. Like you're going in to get them into those little cracks and crevices. Like that particular thing, it was like if it fell past 6 seconds of a countdown on this 15-foot bluff wall, get it out, make another cast. They were hitting because I noticed the pattern very quickly. They were hitting it at about 4 seconds down. And I was like, I'll give it 2 extra, because that's a couple extra feet just in case one's sitting a little lower or something. But like when you figure out where those fish are set up on that wall, they're all there, all the way across the thing, the ones that are eating.
It's funny you say that because I do the same thing at that same bluff wall with a stickworm. And I will pitch it out, let it sink to hit the bottom, the first stage. If I don't get bit, hit it, let it hit the bottom. However many stages, I let it hit the bottom completely. But I'm not bringing it back. I'm not working it back. I'm done.
Yeah.
And then like you said, when you hit that bite and you feel that bite and you're like, okay, 4 seconds.
Right.
And then you get it again at 4 seconds. That's when you're just like, well, if it's going past 4 seconds, I might as well not even be here.
I'm not working this anywhere else. I'm going to work it 6 seconds down. That's it.
Yep.
Cool.
And that's, So there's your tip. Vertical structure, football heads.
Ryan, what are you starting with tomorrow morning?
I'm going to start with the big bitters as a topwater.
Okay, I'm starting with bet you can't guess.
Oh, you're starting with a freaking wee whack.
I absolutely am.
I might. What if I bring you some buzz baits to try?
But I have a wee whacker.
Don't even bother.
I know. I have some double buzzes that I've been messing with, and I have not messed with them enough.
I will. Yeah, bring me one. I'll try it.
Okay.
The 3
I'll bring
casts.
it. 1, 2,
Watch
2.5.
Watch him finally catch his 20-inch smallmouth on it, and then like
Yeah, and then I'll
sorry,
have them all.
Brazalo, the wee whacker's dead. Like
Brazalo, where is our double buzz?
Yeah, Danny.
I'm actually gonna text him.
the
Like
Do it.
double
literally
whacker.
right. I am right after this. Yeah. Ooh. See, Ryan? That I could see now. That I can
Breeding
sell him.
innovation.
I can sell him
There you
on
go.
that. When are we gonna get the double whacker? The two-handed
Oh
whacker.
my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a closer for you right there.
I think we're done.
All right.
In the words of Mark Zona, 3 words.
We are done.
Yeah.
We'll see you all next week. Have a good one.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yep. See ya.